Good evening, everybody. Welcome. We are live at the UKW Arena here in Batley. It is another Friday night, and we are getting ready for, yes, another Friday night showdown. Hello, I am Brett Hadley here, and this is Sid Phoenix. Hello, Sid.
Good evening, Brett.
How are you?
I'm alright, how are you?
Yeah, I'm okay, yeah.
Action-packed.
Oh, that's the word. We are action-packed as we hurtle towards, now we're 8 nights away from Day of Reckoning.
I was going to say, the amount of matches already known for that show.
There's loads.
Yes.
We'll get to those throughout the night. None, though, are going to be bigger than the UKW Championship match. It was made last week at the end of Friday Night Showdown, when absolute chaos. We'll talk about what happened after the show in a little bit, because there was chaos after we said goodbye, and before we could move, there was a bit of chaos. But at the end of the show, we saw the triple threat match get made, Sid, for Day of Reckoning, and it's a biggie. It's for all the marbles, but in more ways than one.
Come on, it's a dream for me.
It's for you if it works out how you want it to work out. It is.
To me, if it happens how I would love it to happen, it's like me being able to cash in that dream ticket, getting rid of Paul Hubris from UKW.
Next week we have the opportunity. Well, Jonathan Cedric and Mustafa Khan have the opportunity to get rid of Paul Hubris from UKW. It could be happening in 8 nights. You could be sat here having to look at his bald head for the last time.
I don't think I'll be able to keep my emotions in. I'll be cheering.
But then the crowd wouldn't be able to go, "Your head is so shiny" anymore. That was quite in tune, actually. They won't be able to do that anymore, because the premise is, if Paul Hubris doesn't win back the UKW Championship and doesn't leave Day of Reckoning victorious, he's gone. In a puff of smoke, he's out of here, and Sid will be absolutely. He's already going, clenching his fists. He'll be absolutely over the moon.
I guess in my dream, Mustafa Khan, Jonathan Cedric, they're a tag team anyway.
Yeah, they're friends.
They should help each other. Just eliminate Paul Hubris.
Eliminate Paul Hubris, and then have a match between each other, and then whoever wins that, it doesn't matter because Hubris is gone, right?
Exactly.
Okay, well, tonight, I understand we're going to hear the thoughts of Jonathan Cedric at some point tonight, see how he feels about this. I guess
because we've seen mixed emotions from Mustafa Khan, shall we say.
Yeah, quite.
He's not really, he just says, "This is mine." And it's how he's putting it.
We know he's a proud champion. We know he's a very proud man as a human being. He's a star, he's a proud man, and he will not want to, he will, in the interest of competition, he will fight Cedric, of course he will. And Cedric would love to be champion again. Who wouldn't? But both of them would love to see the back of Paul Hubris, along with you and a lot of other people I know in this building would as well. We're going to see it 8 nights from tonight. Get your tickets now. You can come and join us on April 29th. Yes, April 29th, here at the UKW Arena in Batley for Day of Reckoning. Get your tickets now on UK Wrestling, on the app, or at ukwrestling.tv. So, tonight, though, we've got to talk about what else is to come on Showdown 6. Like you said, it's action-packed tonight. And this match has been months in the making. Cayman Carlisle and Henry Winter.
I know, it finally happens tonight.
Finally. After months of bad blood, after that vermin Lawrence Breeze and Winter came back and literally just turned Cayman's life upside down and made it miserable.
When they came back, we thought, the collective's back.
Yeah, and then before our very eyes, we soon found out that Henry Winter and Lawrence Breeze were there just for themselves, and they wanted to destroy the one-man collective. And they had a good go, to be honest. But tonight it goes down 1-on-1. What do you think, Sid? Has Cayman got a chance against Henry Winter?
If it's like you've just said, 1-on-1.
This is the important bit. Because we know that it's not likely to be. If Lawrence is... I haven't seen Lawrence in the building. I mean, that's a good thing. I've not seen him. I don't want to see him. But,
he could.
Yeah, I've not seen him. If it's 1-on-1, of course Cayman's got a shot. Yeah. He's a former Grand Slam champion here, right?
Exactly.
He's always got a shot.
And we've been attacked and blindsided and all this. He's got anger and emotion ready.
He'll have revenge on his mind tonight, and he could get it on Henry Winter tonight here on Showdown. But also, wrestling aside, we've got a contract signing tonight, Sid. Well, there's a bit of a stipulation to this, because after the show last week, if you go on our YouTube channel, you can see me and Sid were ready to go home. We couldn't, because out of the blocks, just down there, I'm pointing, but down out the corner in the building here, out came Cerebral Steve and Joe Cedric wanting to batter the living daylights out of each other. And they could not wait, could they, until Day of Reckoning. The challenge was laid out earlier on by Joe. He obviously accepted it, and he couldn't wait to get his hands on the Prodigy.
Well, you got to think, it took everyone in the back. I was ringing this bell to get everyone out here to split them up.
It was wild. If you haven't seen it yet, it happened after we went off air officially on Showdown last week. And that was a wild brawl like you, so we had to get about 30 people out here to try and separate them. And it still didn't really work. But Brocco said, right, okay, you can have your match, but the premise is you're not allowed to do what you did there, and you're not allowed to go and touch each other until Day of Reckoning.
Hands off until Day of Reckoning.
So then, who in the right mind in upper management decided it would be a wonderfully great, serious idea to put a contract signing together? Well, they're not allowed to touch each other.
But you've got to look
Was
at
this
it.
your doing, Mr.
But
Phoenix?
you've got to look at it as they've got to show respect to each other as well. This is seeing is how much they want to face each other. If they don't lay a hand on each other, it shows how much they want at each other.
Yeah, the restraint will have to be high for both of them. We know Joe's got a temper. We know Steve can kick his head off within 2 seconds. So that's going to be fun. I'm not going to be presiding over that. I know that. I know I've nothing to do with I'm absolutely nothing. I've done contract signings in that room before, right? I remember, I'm going back here a little bit, kids. I remember when Valkerbius was in there and he got choked on through a table. That was, Watch that on the UKW network, by the way. Plug. You can watch all our WrestleBrations on the UKW network as well. It's less than a cup of coffee for a subscription once a month. And also, there's some new stuff. Have you heard about the YouTube subscriptions that are coming soon?
Yes, I've seen that.
Yeah, you can watch for 99p, I think it is.
99p, and you can get Rundown exclusive.
You can get Rundown and our weekly TV shows. That's me and you and Tommy Dillon and Dylan Chase on Ignite. And then for $3.99, you can watch the monthly shows like Day of Reckoning and WrestleBration as well.
I guess you get every pay-per-view for that.
Yeah, £4. You cannot get, literally, you can barely buy a bar of chocolate for that these days.
So that's 8 weekly shows and 1 pay-per-view per month for $3.99.
Yeah.
That is what you'll get.
Yeah. It's already, I'm hearing you, mate. It's already, can you go and subscribe now? Can you go and do that? That's amazing. You can go and subscribe right now. You can do it. Click, I think there's a little join button on our YouTube channel, and you can go and get it right now. There we go, I got it. Yeah, there's a little join button on there, and you can go and subscribe for a really cheap price, and you get to see me and Sid and everybody else in the lovely UKW family. And don't forget, WrestleBration comes your way, the 14th one, July 29th. Oh, you've got a big smile on your face.
Every wrestler goes 150%.
Cannot wait. Every commentator does as well, to be fair. Every commentator does as well. It comes your way July 29th. Get your tickets now. The trailer's just dropped. Have you seen it in multiple languages? Have you seen this today?
It's dropped.
Yeah, it's on YouTube today. The trailer with my dulcet tones, but not just my dulcet tones. Oh no, we're going international, folks. There are multiple languaged versions of that I did not voice because I can only speak English. I can speak reasonable German, but that's about it.
I thought you were going to shock us then.
No, there's Spanish and other languages on there that are not me, okay? They didn't put my voice through a mangler or anything. WrestleBration, though, make sure you get your tickets to the UKW app or at UK Wrestling TV and come and join us on July 29th. Last year we had like nearly 250 people in this building. It was magic. And I cannot wait to do it all over again in just a few months. It'll be here before we know it. Tonight, also on Friday Night Showdown, the hitman of the firing squad, the guy who has lots to say apparently, although I never hear him.
You don't hear him, and I don't hear him.
No, yeah, apparently Damon Crow assures me he has a lot to say. He is the man of mystery, the mysterious Uther, in action tonight against your friend and mine, Chris Castle.
The hardest working man.
That's him, yeah, the hardest working man in UK wrestling, if you listen to him. Believes his own hype, he's the only one. Chris Castle tonight in action against Uther. I don't really care who wins this match, to be fair. I'll be honest.
I've heard you say that.
I'm being Chris Castle is a pain in my left ear. He really is. Chris Castle, just, oh dear, that guy. Hardest working man in UK wrestling. Yeah, right. Okay. But he's in there with Uther, who, the firing squad, led by Damien Black, the Brotherhood, the tag team champions.
I was going to say tag team champions there.
They're heading towards Day of Reckoning for that triple threat match. They have got to contend with Chris Castle and Johan Hunt, yeah.
As well as Creepy R.
Creepy R. No, it's not something you're pretending to hear. Ian Creed and JPR as a tag team. When Ian Creed is in action tonight against Johan Hunt. So we've got Chris Castle and Uther and Johan Hunt and Ian Creed in action tonight.
I guess we get to see every side. At least one member of each tag team is facing each other tonight.
Yeah, but that's before they have the triple threat match next week at Day of Reckoning to find out who will walk out of Batley with the UK Wrestling Tag Team Championship. So have you got any ideas? I mean, who would you want to win between Ian Creed and Johan Hunt, for example? So we've seen Creed, embrace the fans lately.
He's changed the fan base here. The crowd are behind him now.
I never thought I'd hear people get on board with him and cheer for him, but it's happened. It's a thing.
And to me, Creepy are only on momentum after momentum here. They only just formed due to helping each other out, and then. Now look at them, they're doing tag moves together, they seem to start to be in sync in the ring.
They're like a well-oiled tag machine who look like they've been tagging for about 8 years, not like 3 weeks. It's true. They look very good, and they have already beaten the Brotherhood. Let's not forget that.
That is near enough the reason why
they're in the match.
We're seeing them going for the titles in this triple threat.
Exactly, they've already beaten the Brotherhood, which mustn't be good for the champions. But tonight, we'll see Ian Creed against Johan Hunt, who was raised by freaking wolves, don't you know?
Don't forget it. He don't let us forget it down
Absolutely
in the back.
Absolutely not. No. Raised by freaking wolves. So him and Ian Creed tonight, and then Uther and Chris Castle. Who do you want to win that one then? Seems I've already voiced my opinion on that.
Not how much who I want to win. Who needs to win it is Uther.
Uther, I agree. Now this one we can agree on. That's absolutely true.
It's more who needs the victory, shall we say.
Absolutely
and it's definitely
true.
Uther there that needs
They've not had a great couple of weeks, have they, the Brotherhood? Since winning those belts, the world has been against them, and that's what I expect from champions, though. You've got a massive target on your back. As soon as you become champions, surely you're going to have that massive...
Like I say, it means you've got to work twice as hard.
Yeah.
And everyone's looking out and thinking, how can I take them down?
Exactly this. And the firing squad and the Brotherhood, they've found that out the past few weeks. So yeah, Uther needs that victory. Imagine if he was to lose to Chris Castle. Just imagine that.
I don't think you want to by the sound of it.
Like I said, I don't particularly care, but it would be ultra embarrassing for
if Chris
Uther.
Castle watches this and hears you.
I don't care.
And he will get you on social media.
He'll go on Instagram and moan about it.
Social media attack
you. Like I'm not big enough to defend myself. Last time, if you don't know what I'm on about, last time I went, during a match, I went, I'll go on Twitter and complain about that. And just to get under my skin, he went on Instagram instead and did it. Thinking that he got one up on me. No, Chris. Absolutely not, you buffoon. Good grief. So, no, that's not going to happen. But Chris Castle in action tonight against Uther, who I still haven't heard say a lot.
Well, maybe tonight might be the night.
Maybe tonight. Maybe. I'm a bit anxious about the Cayman Carlisle match, to be honest, because winter's dangerous. You never know what...
You just don't know what mind frame he's in. He's come back. He just stands there. He hates every single
He's very
person.
stoic. He's very expressionless. Like you said, Lawrence has been in his ear, in his head. He's got a warped mind, that man. He's like an evil genius. He's got a really warped...
I guess.
Everything. So Cayman, although he might have revenge on his mind, which is fine, I get that. He needs to be careful.
Yeah, because Henry Winter wants to end the collective.
Completely.
There's one member left.
He thought he'd done it already, and he's not got rid of him.
He can't believe it's still going, I think, is what
exactly.
We heard him speak, was it 2 weeks ago, saying Cayman Carlisle was only relevant when he was tagging with him, when he was at his side.
Yep.
So, obviously, Henry Winter wants to end Cayman Carlisle.
Gets his chance.
And prove it.
Gets his chance tonight to put some finality to it. Put the exclamation point, the full stop, everything. But can he do it? That's the question. Or will the Grand Slam champion, one of only 2 Grand Slam champions we've got in this company, will he be able to rally? This crowd will be behind him, no doubt.
I was going to say, he'll have the arena shouting his name, giving him them cheers to try and get him as much energy into that body so he can go for it.
I think he may need them tonight. And also, I think that contract, how are Steve and Joe Cedric going to keep away? Like you said, it shows how much they want the match, but...
They've got to think about it. They touch each other. That's it. match over.
Yeah.
You're not having that match.
Yeah.
The general manager has stated, you put a hand on each other, it's over. You don't get your match.
I understand Brocco's the one who is going to be presiding over that, so good luck to Brocco, is all I have to say there. Very good luck to our general manager, who, you know, he's had a big few weeks as Brocco. First he beats Paul Hubris,
which sent me into
absolute
to
meltdown.
The moon, shall we say? I was on a rocket ship flying up
but
there.
then it all got sort of brought back down to earth when Brocco just didn't want the help of Cedric and Mustafa, although he got it. And then last week, you know, he had to come out and say, look, you know, you guys cannot touch each other. He's been wielding his power a lot, that's what I'm getting at. Which is what a general manager should do. He's been proactive.
And doing it down the line.
Yes.
No favouritism calls.
Nobody in your back pocket.
He could have got rid of Paul Hubris then, but no, he's giving him a second chance.
Exactly. He didn't have to do that.
No.
You know, if it was you, I'm not disrespecting you here, but you would have probably just went, right, see ya. You wouldn't have given him a second chance if you were the general manager, would you?
No.
Absolutely not. Personal feelings aside. But you wouldn't have given... I'm just saying, though, Brocco is being a fair general manager, which is what we need on Friday nights. We don't have that on Wednesdays, I must admit. But
we're not going there, bro.
No, okay.
We're not going there, bro.
Well, to your delight, Sid, I will inform you tonight, Leonie Rhodes is not here. What's that? A huge sigh of relief. That's what it was out of Sid Phoenix then. I could almost smell the sigh of relief. No, she's not here.
That's a bonus.
You can relax. Yeah.
Can't
don't have to get
no
riled
angry
up.
tonight. No mention of that.
No, that's it. Right. No more mention of her. Okay.
That's
Oh yeah. We also know after Wednesday night Ignite this week. We now know. Last week we saw Kirsty Love on our social media, the hot mess, issue an open challenge. She wants to be at Day of Reckoning next week. She wants to fight her way back up to contendership for that title that she lost to Zaya Brookside, and she wants to face whoever she can. We'll find out tonight. We'll show you what happened on Ignite, and you'll find out who she is going to face at Day of Reckoning.
If you haven't seen it, you'll find out tonight.
You will find out. There was a triple threat match on Ignite this week with three very hungry ladies. One of them came out victorious and will now face Kirsty Love at Day of Reckoning. You'll find out who that is a little bit later. So we've got lots to come, including that contract signing. So excited. Cayman Carlisle, Henry Winter, Ian Creed and Johan Hunt, and Chris Castle and Uther, and much more on the way on Showdown. We're nearly out of time, Sid.
It just flies
flown by, hasn't it?
quick, this pre-show.
I know. It has flown by. We're going to go and stretch our legs and try and find Shelby. And we'll be back in just a little while for episode 74 of Friday Night Showdown. 74, can you believe that? Episode 74 of Friday Night Showdown comes your way in about 10 minutes. If you're watching live, hello, good evening to you. Thanks for spending your Friday with us. We'll be back very soon with Friday Night Showdown. Stay right where you are.